Before we get into the video, guys, shout out to my friend Jonathan Kennedy, who will be celebrating his 28th birthday tomorrow when we take on PSG. So I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, mate. So with that being said, let's get into the video. Hi guys, welcome back to 100% Mag. So I hope you're all staying safe and well out there. So of course, in this video we will be talking about, of course, our game tomorrow night against PSG in the Champions League, fifth game of the Champions League, and of course the second last game of our Champions League campaign. Hopefully we can make it through into the next round, the round of 16 for the Champions League, but that of course awaits to be seen on what we do in the game against PSG, and then what we can do in that game against AC Milan as well. But there's only two games left now. This game against PSG and the game against AC Milan on the 13th of December. But this game tomorrow night kicks off local time in Paris, France at the Parc des Princes, 9 p.m. local time in France. 8 o'clock here, of course, with them being 1 hour ahead of us on their time. But looking at, of course, the two teams to advance to Champions League round of 16. Third place team, of course, qualifies for a Europa League spot in the knockout round playoff, and the fourth place team is eliminated from the Champions League. From UEFA, if two or more teams are equal on points on completion of the group games, the following criteria are applied in order given to determine their rankings. Now, this is because there's a possibility that all the teams in, of course, ourselves, PSG, Dortmund, and AC Milan could all end on 8 points. Now, if that was the case, then of course it would come down to these criteria, and they are as follows: A, higher number of points obtained in the group matches played among the teams in question; B, superior goal difference from the group matches played among the teams in question; C, higher number of goals scored in the group matches played among the teams in question; D, if after having applied criteria A to C, teams still have an equal ranking, criteria A to C are reapplied exclusively to the matches between the remaining teams to determine their final rankings. If this procedure does not lead to a decision, criteria A to K, of course, apply in the order given to the two or more teams still equal, which takes us on to A, of course, superior goal difference in all group matches; F, higher number of goals scored in all group matches; G, higher number of away goals scored in all group matches; H, of course, is higher number of wins in all group matches; and I is higher number of away wins in all group matches. And then J, of course, is lower disciplinary points total based only on yellow and red cards received by players and team officials in all group matches. Red cards, of course, equal to 3 points. Yellow cards equal to 1 point. Expulsion for 2 yellow cards in one match equals to 3 points as well. And then criteria K, higher club coefficient, of course, comes down to as well. So, like I just said, if the procedure does not lead to a decision, then criteria A to K would apply. So that would mean that it would be the superior goal difference in all group matches or the higher coefficient of course, the clubs. But hopefully, we don't come down to that. Hopefully, we can get the result against PSG, which if we were to get that result against PSG, that would, of course, give us, at the moment, we currently sit on 4 points. So you add 3 to that, that's going to give us 7 points there. That takes us up to, of course, second in the table, knocking PSG down as well. And then, or depending what happens in the AC Milan game, as they're on 5 points, if they happen to only draw that game against Borussia Dortmund, then that would, of course, keep us in second place or first place in the league. or depending on goal difference, of course. And then AC Milan would be in the third place position in the table. PSG would be, of course, down in the bottom of that group. But let's wait and see, what happens. There's a lot, of course, to talk about on the technical side of things, of how the whole group works. But the most important thing of all is, just going into the game tomorrow night in France. Of course, we've had a fantastic result against them at St James's Park already, where we absolutely tore them apart. Kylian Mbappe didn't have a chance, in the game to really do anything. And when he did actually get a chance in the game, then, he couldn't do nothing about it. He couldn't get it in the back of the net or anything for PSG. So it's going to be an interesting one. But ahead of our visit, Luis Enrique's side were in home league action against Monaco on Friday night, running out 5-2 winners to make it 6 consecutive victories in all competitions at the Parc des Princes, of course. And they are going to have some injury worries coming into this one, with Marquinhos looking like he will be missing the game, and Warren Zaire-Emery also looking like he's going to miss the game as well, after picking up injuries on international duty for France and Brazil respectively. It is going to be Polish referees for this game, Polish officials for the game, on, of course, as the ref and on VAR. But we're going into this game on the back of a 4-1 win against Chelsea, a result that, not many people thought we would be picking up against Chelsea, I've got to say, at the weekend there. With the injury worries that we've got going on at the moment, not many people were predicting us to come away with such a sizable win against Chelsea. But we did it, and hopefully, we can do it again here tomorrow night. Of course, against PSG in the Champions League. Hopefully we can come away, with a win in the bag and get them 3 points to come back to Newcastle with, because that would be absolutely fantastic. It would be amazing. Now, I'm not saying go out there, and win 4-1 against PSG, but at least if we could go out there, and say get a 1-0 win against PSG at the Parc des Princes, and that's 2 wins in the Champions League against PSG, 1 at home, 1 away. Just fantastic piece of history that would be to remember for, of course, the fans travelling over there as well. And so far in the Champions League, we haven't had that bad of a run on the road. We've gotten a draw at the San Siro to kick things off. Then, of course, we lost 2-0, unfortunately, to Borussia Dortmund at the Signal Iduna Park. But I think we do have enough there, maybe, to come away with a result against PSG. So, looking at it, I would go with a very close 1-0 win for Newcastle. Bruno, of course, goes into this tie on 2 bookings. A further yellow would see him sit out, of course, the home tie against AC Milan on that 13th of December. And of course, we do have the game coming up as well at the weekend after this game against PSG, against Man United at St James's Park as well. So, we're going to have to see what we can do in this game, and hopefully, we can come away from this game as winners against PSG. But I do hold faith that we can come away with the 3 points, and that is why I'm going to go with a very close 1-0 win for Newcastle in this game against PSG. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you can, please consider hitting a like and sharing the video around to your friends, your family, what have you, fellow like-minded Newcastle United fans, or even if you're not a Newcastle United fan and you just like to, see what is happening in the Newcastle United journey under these owners, then make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to stay notified so you never miss another video. And I'll see you all for the match reaction. However, lads.